Hey yo, what's up everyone? I was meal prepping and I thought, why not document it and talk about a few things with you here. It's probably gonna be my first YouTube video on this account. I'm thinking about just making like simple, chill vlogs without too much edit. Kind of like Sam Sulek is doing. I feel it's a pretty cool concept, I can say. I really like the fact that it's pretty slow, super relaxing to watch as well. So I thought, why not give it a go? I'm planning a few different things on this YouTube channel. It's mainly gonna be a bodybuilding channel, but I'm also thinking about maybe making some lifestyle content, these kind of stuff. But it's mainly gonna be bodybuilding, meal prepping, everything that revolves around bodybuilding basically. So for the people that don't know me yet, I'm Matthew. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Switzerland. I used to be a pro parkour athlete. I was training for over 12 or 13 years, something like that. And I kind of got sick of all that. Everything I was doing was just for social media and not for the love of the sport. So I completely quit. Fell into a kind of depression for a few months during the winter. And I went like, why would I go to the gym? Like I always wanted to go to the gym. I always wanted to build a little bit of muscle, but I never really committed to it. I went a few times to some gyms, but never consistently. I went like for a month and then quit. The classic beginner type shit. And so yeah, I was in that depression kind of thing. So I thought, why not try something new? So I picked up a subscription, went there. Kind of terrified me the first time I went in there because I went at like 5 p.m. Yeah, I know. And so it went well. I didn't have a plan. I just went in there, trained for like 10 minutes, went back home and thought, maybe I should go in the morning. So that's what I did. And I kind of enjoyed it. My first session was, I think, push day. And it was pretty cool. So when I went back home after that 1 hour and 30 minute session, I thought like, I really like that. Maybe I should do a little bit of researches on how all that works, on how I can actually build muscle. So that's what I did for at least a week. I focused a lot on everything I had to do to actually build muscle. Basically, nutrition, how to train. I looked a lot of the Jeff Nippard's back, shoulders, whatever muscle group to train, which exercises are the best and everything. It was a pretty fun week. At the same time, I went to the gym every single day because when I was training parkour, I was literally training every day. I remember when I first started, for probably 3 to 4 years straight, every single day I was going outside and I was training at least for 6 to 7 hours every day. So going to the gym for like an hour and a half, it was pretty chill, to be honest. So yeah, that's what I did. And yeah, the week passed and I started to realize that I kind of really like doing that. And I finally had a purpose. I knew I really wanted to do that. So I focused on it, like 100%. I went to the gym every single day. Meal prepped, had exactly my macros. And something stupid I did when I first started. I went into a car. Never trained properly in a gym, never started bodybuilding or whatever. And I started cutting without knowing that if I start with a cut, the first year you're gonna be training is the most important one. Not really the important one, but it's the one where you're gonna build the most muscle. So if you start by making a cut, you will not put up as much muscle as you can if you're bulking. So I did that for like 6 weeks. And I did it in the most stupid and tiring way. I was doing like a 800 to 1,000 calorie deficit. I was literally eating 1,500 calories a day, something like that, which was not good, no bueno. So yeah, that was kind of fucked. So I did that for 6 weeks and then had a crash. Like, I can't do this no more. So I had a huge chocolate rabbit. We have that in Switzerland. And I had the whole thing in a sitting. Like literally, it was like 1 kg, something like that. I had 1 kg of chocolate, just like boom. And that was pretty fun to do, but definitely not recommended. So yeah, since then, so I did that and I'm like, okay, I can't do this no more. I'm gonna go on a bulk. So I started doing this, and I discovered the Macro Factor app. It's actually something that changed a lot. Like most of the apps I was using back then were kind of trashy. I was using, I don't know if it's something known outside of France and Switzerland, is Yazio. That shit, full of ads, probably selling my data. It was making me eat the calories I was spending back. Like, you know what I mean. So I started using Macro Factor, and it was actually legit, like really legit. In the app, you have an expenditure calculator, and I realized I have a really fast metabolism. When I started, it was at 2,800 per day. I was literally burning 2,800 calories every day. Yep. So when I noticed that, I was like, I need to do something with the food. I need to know what I should actually eat to be able to hit these 2,800 plus 500, which is, I'm bad at math, 3,300 calories. So I realized that I cannot eat foods that are too filling, like salad, for example, broccoli or stuff like that. So I went straight into like ground beef, like pasta, rice, yogurt. I really like them yogurts, you know what I mean? And with all that, I started seeing results. Like, nothing crazy, but I felt like I was gaining some weight. I could see it on the scale and everything. And it was actually pretty cool. Like, it was a pretty cool feeling. I started to see that I was gaining muscle as well. Like, I always had big legs because of my parkour background, but my upper body never was really developed. That's something that always was like a you know, from top down, another 1.5 kg to cut into little stripes, and then cook. And so I have my chicken for like at least the next 2 weeks, I hope. Yeah, what I was saying? Yeah, I was talking about my upper body. Yeah, my upper body was always a weak point. I have like love fatty things here. That's something I can't hate. I had small arms, small shoulders, no chest. I have a rounded back as well. That's something I really hate about my body, so I'm trying to fix it. Starting to go to the gym and seeing that my body is actually transforming the way I always wanted it to is actually pretty crazy and pretty cool. Almost every day I could see my body transforming. Like, the pump I was getting in my upper body was out of this world. I'm not saying that I have good genetics or whatever. I have no idea, to be honest. But I'm kind of happy with the results I'm going already. I probably didn't mention it. I've been training for now in, I think, 12 days. It's gonna be 6 months. I haven't been training for 6 months yet. And I've gained I was at 66 kgs and I'm at 74 now. 73, let's say 73. Which is nothing crazy for 6 months. But I still gained 7 kgs in not even 6 months yet. Probably gonna reach 74 before 6 weeks, probably. Because I'm aiming at like 500 calories over my maintenance. My current goal is actually to go to 80 kgs. I'm trying to hit 80 kgs before the end of the year. Based on everything I tracked and everything, I should hit it beginning of November if I'm doing everything right, which will happen. You can count on me, that's for sure. Probably gonna go 85 winter arc. Don't need to look good. I don't need to look good before at least May. Actually, yeah, May, June, because in Switzerland we have kind of rough winters. So I'm gonna have a hoodie on and everything all winter anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna try to hit 80, 85-ish, maybe even higher, maybe like 87, 87.5 kgs at the end of the bulk. That would be cool to reach 85 kgs in a year. That would mean I have put on almost 20 kgs in a year. That would be nuts. That would be pretty crazy, to be honest. Like, I don't think that's reachable, like, at all. But I'm gonna try. Honestly, I'm gonna try without getting too much fat as well. Yeah, something I didn't mention. I'm not dirty bulking, as you can see. I'm cutting chicken. I'm actually lean bulking. I know a lot of people don't like that term. I'm trying, honestly. First year, I don't want to put on too much fat, because at the end of the day, when I'm going to try to lose it, I'm going to lose a ton of muscle as well in the process. And the cut is going to be hella hard too. And since I went through this shit already, I don't want to. I don't want to at all. That's why I'm lean bulking. And I just realized I didn't even tell you what I was prepping. Yeah, I'm prepping some chicken, Greek yogurt with some lime wraps. I'm planning to do, like, based on the chicken I'm cutting, 20, 25. That would be pretty cool already. I don't even know if I have enough wraps of that chicken. Last one, I'll start cooking. So yeah, it's been a fun journey so far. I'm pretty excited to show you all that, because a lot of things are planned. Yeah, I'm really excited, and since this whole thing, whole account is new, well, I hope you will enjoy everything. Alrighty, chicken prepped. Alrighty, so I was calculating all my stuff for my sauce with the Greek yogurt, and my pans are just hot, so I'm just gonna put the chicken in. I'm probably gonna have to cook all this in these 2 different pans in probably 2 sittings. I don't know. Let's see. Now that it's cooking, I should maybe pepper sauce. Okay, so for this sauce, I'm going to be using this 1 kg Greek yogurt. Meanwhile I'm doing that, I'm going to talk to you about my youth and everything around that. So I didn't have an easy beginning. I'm not coming from a poor family or whatever. I'm coming from a pretty chill Swiss family. I always had everything I needed and everything. But at school, it was completely different. I had 0 friends. I was the kid that everyone was bullying. That was probably the hardest part of my life, if not the hardest. So I had to quit school because I had really huge panic attacks. That was not fun at all. I actually stayed at home for 6 months straight. Like, I couldn't go outside. I was too afraid of meeting the people that were bullying me. Too afraid of just making a panic attack outside. That's pretty dumb, but going outside was scaring me to do a panic attack. So I was panicking, you know what I mean? So it didn't help. So that was tough moment. I already was doing parkour before all that. And I had a few friends just because of parkour. And these kind of guys were coming to my place. I was like 15, 16. They were like 17, 18. They were coming to my place like, hey, brother, let's go outside. Let's do some parkour. It's going to be fun. Don't worry. Everything's going to be chill. And I was like, nah, guys, I'm sorry. I wish I could, but not today. Maybe tomorrow. And so they were coming like at least twice or 3 times a week. That was way too kind. Thank you guys if you've seen this. And yeah, that was a tough moment, tough part of my life. And yeah, I was feeling bad and everything. And then I started going outside with these guys to do parkour. And that flipped the switch in me. I was like, I want to make a living out of this. Like, I want to do this for the rest of my life. I'm not going to school. I have no nothing. And so I went full in. Like, as I said earlier, every single day I was going outside because I wanted to make something out of this. Every single day I was outside training on rooftops, on blah, 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 everything. I just needed to make a living out of this. And in the meantime, a friend of mine opened a parkour park, which is basically a gym for parkour. Of course, in my family, didn't help. All these panic attacks, the fact that I wanted to make a living out of something that just wasn't really a thing and still isn't a thing at this point. So I just left. I quit. I was 17 and I went into this parkour park that my friend built. And I lived there for 6 months. I lived there for 6 months. And yeah, that was actually a pretty fun part of my life. I discovered a bunch of things. I just started living by myself, basically. And in the meantime, the panic attacks slowly started to fade, but I knew, basically, I'm feeling good in the summer, and in the winter, I'm just completely switching, and I'm just depressed the whole winter. So yeah, the panic attacks are coming way easier in the winter for me. I was in the parkour park in the winter. Here in Switzerland, we have something called heyy, which is basically, how to translate that, insurance for handicaps, for invalid people, and insurance for invalid people. And I applied to that because I couldn't work with these panic attacks and shit. I literally couldn't work. And I got a letter. In that letter, they were telling me, you've been approved. You are 100% invalid. So you don't have to work. We're gonna cover everything. You rent, your insurance, because here in Switzerland the insurance is mandatory. You can't just not have it. It's not a thing here. Food, everything, like literally everything they were paying me to live. And so I was like, okay, cool. That's good news. That's really good news. I got lucky. So I'm like, okay, what's next? I gotta find an apartment and just settle, just be good once in my life. So I got the apartment, everything was smooth and everything. And I thought, now that I have that, I should start traveling. I should make friends outside of this city, this country. I should go on road trips. I should go explore the world. So that's what I did. I booked the plane. And basically from 2019 to 2020, just before COVID, actually during COVID, I was traveling. I met a lot of different people. I went to a lot of different countries. The people I met were probably the kindest and nicest people I've ever met. And the parkour community gave me so much. Like, it literally saved me. Saved my life. So I traveled a lot around. Then COVID hit. And that's the start of another not so fun part. So when COVID hit, I was in Milan, Italy. I had to fly back home. So that's what I did. Back home, I was like, okay, what can I do now? There's nothing to do. I'm in this small town. I can't go outside. The restrictions weren't this bad in Switzerland. We have like a week curfew and that's it. But still, like, nothing, not really fun. And I also wanted to travel, of course, because I got used to it. Like, it was so good, like literally so good. So I couldn't travel. And in June, something that changed my life forever happened. I met my girlfriend, Alize, that I'm still with. It's been 5 years now. God damn. I had a purpose. I had a reason to be around here. And with Alize, we talked a lot about my travels and everything. And I realized, talking with her, that I wasn't traveling because it was fun. I was, because it was fun, of course. But I was also leaving all the time because I was just running away from my problems. Like, I always had problems here, always. And I was just running away. Whew. That's pretty hard to talk about now. Didn't realize it was this tough. So I realized that, and I was like, okay, maybe I should do something about it. That's what I did. That's good, bro. It's the first time I'm trying this recipe, I didn't even tell. So I stayed here in Switzerland for a year. Everything went well. I had a purpose, I had someone to talk to, I had someone to be with. In the meantime, I continued following my dream of making a living out of parkour. So I was still going outside every single day, filming clips on clips and clips every single day. It was so tiring. And at some point, it crashed. In 2023, I couldn't train anymore. I didn't want it to. It was the winter, so I couldn't, like, snow everywhere. Just depressing. I had something in my mind that was telling me maybe I should stop doing that parkour thing. Maybe I should start doing something else. And I didn't. I was just depressed. And then summer came back. I was like, let's go. Let's do parkour again. Summer passed. Winter arrived again. 2024. Depression again. And then I realized, am I really enjoying doing that parkour thing? Like, is it still something I'm enjoying doing? And I realized I was doing that just for content and for the sake of trying to make a living out of it. I tried for 13 years to make a living out of this shit. And it never happened. Like, maybe I wasn't meant to do that. So I thought, fuck it, let's quit. So I quit. I quit my dream. I quit 13 years of my life. And I had a friend, a good friend of mine. And he told me, I want to run from this city to another city, which is 22 kilometers. And I thought, hell yeah, man, let's do it. Finally something to do. Finally a challenge. Back then, in 2024, I was smoking like a ton of cigarettes. I was smoking a pack a day, which is like 26. And I thought, all right, mate, you know what? I'm gonna do that with you. We're gonna do that in September. It was like July. We're gonna do that in September. I have like 6 weeks. 6 weeks to train to quit. I told my friend, all right, brother, you know what? I'll quit smoking tonight. Like, tomorrow I'm not smoking no more. And so I did. Woke up the next day, really wanted a cigarette. Because I smoked for like 5 years, something. Really hard. But I thought, man, I want to smoke? Nah, I'm gonna go run. Never run in my entire life. I know I was doing parkour, but in parkour, you run to just get some speed, some momentum to do a jump. You never run for like 5 kilometers. The first run I did, I remember it perfectly. I did like a 3 kilometer, which is nothing crazy, but still pretty good for a beginner. I did that. I was dead at the end of it. Like, I went out, it was like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. It was already pretty hot. And I just cooked. It was not a great feeling. I thought, I like it. I didn't like it. Instead of smoking, I should do that every day. And so every day, when I finished my run, I was like, already, I want to run more. I want to do one more tonight. And I kind of got addicted to it. like, I was going to run every day because I was not doing parkour no more. I was not smoking no more. So I was running literally every day, bigger distances and everything. So yeah, I trained almost every day for that race. The plan was to start at 4. Yeah, the plan was to get there by 7 a.m. And we thought, hey guys, wanna come to my place? So everyone that was attempted that challenge came to my place. We slept here for not enough, 3 hours maybe. So we woke up at like 4 and went straight to the run. The beginning of the run is uphill for like 3 kilometers. Not cool. Even more in the morning. And that's the part I was the most afraid of, because the rest of it is downhill. We just ran. We ran uphill. Didn't even felt it that much because I was just too tired mentally. So we made it up there. And then I was like, okay, the hardest part is done. Let's go down. So we ran downhill, easy peasy, chill. At some point in that race, almost at the end of it, you have an uphill of like 800 meters. These 800 meters were there just to kill me. It was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done. Like, I was out of breath. I didn't want it to continue, but I was like, I worked for this for a month and a half. Now I gotta do it. You're no pussy, man. Come on. And so we finished that race. It was beautiful. We had a sunrise over the lake, so we had a bath and everything. It was hella fun. And then when I finished this, went back home and thought, I kind of like running. I'm gonna do the exact same thing solo next week. And that's what I did. I did exactly that, but not in the morning. In the afternoon, did it solo. And actually I did it, like, completed the whole thing. It was actually easier. I don't know what happened in here. I was listening. Yeah, I know what happened in there. I was listening to David fucking Goggins. And that motherfucker was screaming in my ears. He was screaming. I couldn't not make it. So yeah, that's the fun story about my run. While running, I got injured, obviously. Knee pain and shit. And winter came, and again, didn't know what to do. Depression hit again. Panic attacks, as usual in the winter. That's the fun part of being me. And my dad surprised me with a plane ticket to India. I always wanted to go to India just because the country looked phenomenal. And so he took me there, had an awesome 2 weeks there, took a lot of photos, and I thought, that's something I kind of enjoy doing, taking photos. Maybe I should start photography. Hell yeah, I want to try to make a photography business. I didn't stick to it very long. I picked up a camera, learned how to properly use it, and got demotivated instantly. Like, I knew how to use it now. It wasn't that same feeling it was in India, when everything was so unreal. Like, everything there is unreal. And the motivation kind of flew away. And I didn't know what to do again, of course. And I still had that one thing in my head telling me, your body, man, you should maybe take care of your body. And on February 15th, 2025, I went for the first time in a proper gym with a real motivation. And so far, I'm still sticking to it. I haven't been 6 months yet, gained 7 kgs. Pretty happy so far, not gonna lie. Everything's going good. I'm documenting my journey, not since day 1, but since like a few days ago, like maybe a week. And yeah, it's fun so far. So I really hope you guys are enjoying that kind of new content. Look at this. Doesn't it look awesome? Oh man, I'm excited. Anyway, I'll catch you when the chicken's ready and I can put it in there. And that was the last one. Now I gotta put the chicken in there and we're good. Finally, I've been cooking for 2 hours. All right, let's do it. And that, my friends, let's wait. Whole chicken now that it's cooked without the water and everything. Probably not gonna fit. Do my best. Wow, 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 wow. That was pretty stupid. Okay, cool. When everything's gonna be in there, now we have 1,300 grams, and we get it divided by 15. So now we have 1,300 grams, and we get it divided by 15. And since I'm not smart, hey Siri, 1,300 divided by 15.
1,300 divided by 15 is approximately 86.6666.
Okay, let's do 86. 86 per fucking rep. Let's do it. I just checked it. One of these is about 450 calories, which is awesome. Like exactly what I need. It's probably the easiest way for me to put something in my system. Well, it's gonna take a while again, so I'm probably gonna do a time lapse again, and I'll catch you at the end of it to tell you if it's good or not. All right, reps done. Just gonna try them out now. Hope they're good. I'm gonna do 2 tonight because that's within my calorie budget, and the rest of these I don't go in the freezer so I can reheat them whenever I want. All right, it took me about 2.5 hours to meal prep these. They better be good. With it. Oh hell yeah, man. Maybe a little bit hot, like in the oven, but they're good. Like, okay, validated. Look at this. Oh hell yeah, man. All right, that's it for today. I'll catch you tomorrow.